That's what I was trying to get out. Excuse me.
I was wondering. I was like, what's he stopping for?
Alright. I feel a little bit better.
You got the gas out, Yuki?
At least it came out the front, not the back.
Oh, right.
Because somebody specializes in that one.
You?
No, I was trying to say you. Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. You all may call me Pharaoh, and I'm joined with...
Kenny Minnie!
And
Sorry,
welcome...
I got an email, and I was like, what is that?
Oops, alright. And welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Spirit of Justice.
Hey, woo!
You still reading an email?
Sorry, it's caught me off guard, so okay, did it.
Is it important?
No, it's fine.
Okay. So yeah, last time we left off, we started a trial once again, and unfortunately, Soren is basically saying that Ellen must have been the one who killed Gloomsbury, and that just totally devastated, Ellen. She was like completely heartbroken, distraught, like just boom. But then we're like, wait a minute, what happens if you just, pull the Spider-Man and just climb along the side of it? And there's a propeller in the way. So now we gotta say, how's it possible that Mr. Sprocket could have gone to the Vista deck, even with the propellers? So...
I think the airship wasn't flying. I think it was on the ground.
I mean, that seems like the only logical thing, because, to my knowledge, was there any testimony, anything claiming that they were still flying at that point?
No, but it also could be the reason why Larry drew the picture. Well, no, because that's not evidence anymore. But I mean, it could explain something. Oh yeah. No, his drawing's still there. It could explain the pterodactyl picture.
Maybe he mistook the pterodactyl or mistook the propeller for a pterodactyl. Maybe somehow.
Maybe.
All right. Yeah. Let's just go by the airship wasn't flying.
Okay.
What allowed Mr. Sprott to go along the outside wall in spite of the propellers? Is it the location of the flying chapel at the time of the crime?
The location of the flying chapel? But wasn't it flying high in the sky?
No, Your Honor. I'm afraid it wasn't.
Then where was it?
Oh. At the time of the murder, the airship wasn't flying through the sky, but moored to the ground.
What?
And if the airship wasn't flying, then that means the propellers weren't turning. In which case, Mr. Sprocket could have gotten to the Vista deck along the outside wall. Isn't that right, Mr. Sprocket?
What?
What the? Oh, he... That has to...
Oh, he got the end of the pencil.
I've done that.
That hurts.
It hurts. It does.
That was so cute, though.
I don't remember. Ow, he stabbed himself with his pencil. That's gotta leave a mark.
Objection.
Even if the propellers weren't turning, it would have been far too risky to go that way. Ah, but Mr. Edgeworth, you're forgetting about the power of love.
Yes, the amazing power of love.
Not this again! Very well then. For the sake of argument, let's assume the so-called power of love made it possible for Mr. Sprocket to move along the outside wall of the airship. Can you prove the airship was tied to the ground as you claim, Mr. Wright? Well, I don't have any evidence that proves where the airship was at the time. You can prove it, can you? Maya, can you think of anything we can use to prove it?
Can't say I can. Oh, wait! Didn't somebody see something outside the window at the time of the crime? What? I think I remember someone saying as much.
Something wrong? Are you okay? I just remember something.
Yeah, no, it's what I just said. Larry's picture.
Where is this picture? Let me take a look at it. So you mean the pterodactyl? I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it has to be that.
Because I could have just sworn somebody mentioned a rope somewhere before. Or maybe I'm thinking of something else. I have no idea. Do I have a piece of evidence that shows what was outside the airship? Well, what are you waiting for? This piece of evidence shows what was outside the airship at the time of the crime. And, I mean, I guess we don't have a choice besides Larry's drawing.
Well, okay, but let's hold on.
What?
I want to double check.
Okay.
Okay, it's not that.
Because, I mean, I think we can safely assume and say that it's not really a pterodactyl. It's obviously something that looks like it. But, yeah.
It looks like a broken propeller. That's why I was kind of debating if it was the propellers were broken or what.
It's a jacked up propeller if it looks like that, but...
I was trying to look at it a different way. Mm-hmm. Okay, I guess we'll use Larry's picture.
This piece of evidence shows what was outside the airship at the time of the murder. What kind of lousy drawing is that? It's a drawing made by Larry Butts. And what can you prove with that poor attempt at artistry? Larry made this drawing before he switched the lanterns, so he must have been right around when the murder was being committed. Now, if I can direct the court's attention here...
Is that a pterodactyl? Does that mean that the airship actually went back in time to the Cretaceous period?
Objection!
We've already proven that time travel is nothing more than a gimmick, did we not? We did, and I have no intention of bringing up that argument again. But this drawing shows us an important piece of information. It shows us the airship was actually moored on the ground. And what makes you so sure? That's easy. All you have to do is consider who made this drawing.
Oh, God.
Larry. That's right. It was Mr. Butts, and we both know what he's like. He must have seen something else and mistaken it for a pterodactyl. I can't argue with you there. Because we literally just saw it.
Yeah.
Remember when he was on his back waiting for his lover that never came?
Oh my God, no, not that again.
Woo, that gave us a good laugh. Hey! Wait just one doggone second here! What kind of moron do you guys take me for? I saw it with my own eyes! A pterodactyl! It flew right by my window, I tell you! I have the sharp eyes of an artist! Don't you believe me? No. Nick! Nope. Some friends you guys are! What about the judge? You believe me, right, Your Honor?
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid you need to leave this courtroom. Bailiff, if you would.
Come on, buddy, let's go. What do you mean? Why doesn't anybody believe me? Don't take it personally, Larry. I know you're just being, well, you.
Now then, so you're saying what Mr. Butts really saw bears some relation to what was outside the airship at the time of the murder?
Yes, Your Honor. At least, I think it does. What this pterodactyl really saying... No. What this pterodactyl really is will prove the airship was anchored at the mooring deck. It had better anyway. If it doesn't, my whole argument is a bust.
If you're that confident about it, then please go ahead and tell us what it really was.
Yes, Your Honor. Think, Phoenix. What could that pterodactyl have actually been? I mean, I guess you are right.
It's the map.
The map? Oh. Huh? Hold on a minute.
Wait. I can't tell. I can't tell if the propeller is broken or if it's the map. Because look at the map. Because it's in pieces. Well, it was in pieces. Now I got taped back together.
I totally forgot about that.
So remember we were looking at it, we're like, what? That map looked jacked up.
Yeah, I remember this whole entire area looking a little disheveled. Because he even colored it kind of like purplish grayish. So... What?
What? No, that's not it. Okay, never mind. Sorry, I had a theory. I had a thought. I think it's the map thing, because it kind of looks like it if you turn it upside down.
Yeah, my eyes can't do it, so let's
oh my god, it is! Yeah, it does look like it. You turn it upside down.
Upside down? Hold on.
Yeah, turn your DS upside down.
Let me just move the thing. Oh yeah, kinda. You know, this reminds me of, like, who's that Pokemon? It's Pikachu! It's Jellypuff! Fuck!
Ow.
So let's go ahead and present the map.
Take that!
Please take a good look at the sign.
That's a sign? It appears to have been broken and then repaired. What does the sign have to do with the pterodactyl? Why do I keep putting a P by? I joke around saying pterodactyl, and it actually comes time to say it, I say it wrong.
Yep. Well, please focus on this part of the sign.
The part that broke off and got reattached, or what about it?
Well, how about we turn it like this?
Boop. Oh, that shape! It's the pterodactyl in the drawing!
What Mr. Butts actually saw was a chunk of it, was a chunk as it was being blown through the air by wind.
What?
On the day of the murder, there were some heavy winds in the area of the mooring deck, but it's hard to imagine that the sign would make it up as high as the airship would fly. That means the flying chapel must have been anchored at the mooring deck that night. Isn't that right, Mr. Sprocket?
Objection!
That's more than enough of this power love nonsense, you pop culture junkie. Present all the proof that you want, but your argument is based far too much in conjecture. Why don't we return to reality now? What do you mean, too much conjecture? Even if the airship wasn't flying, that alone doesn't prove they witnessed what went along the wall.
True. Even now, it's no more than a possibility.
Then how do you propose Mr. Sprocket got to the Vista deck, Mr. Edgeworth? I noticed something as I went over the evidence. Please take a look at this hold entry record. What about it? I don't see Mr. Sprocket listed on here anywhere. Don't you remember? In yesterday's session, we had a very similar kind of argument. Did we? Honestly, Mr. Wright, are you going senile already? We talked about Larry Butts using the defendant's keycard to enter the hold. Oh, we did talk about that, didn't we? In other words, even if a person's name is on the entry record, it's still possible for that person to have entered by using someone else's card. Ah!
I knew he was gonna say that.
Mr. Sprocket, you entered the hold of Mr. Nichijou, didn't you? I did. What? Why didn't you tell us that in the first place? Pierce is indispensable. I didn't want to mention him unnecessarily and risk having him wrongly accused. I couldn't do without him.
Mr. Sprocket, I ask that you testify in greater detail about your movements that night. Okay, something's confirming my theory.
So let's hear the truth. The truth is, I went to the Vista deck with Pierce. That's why my name doesn't appear on the whole entry record. I was badly injured from being stabbed, but I was frantic. By the time we reached the scene, it was all over.
That was vague.
It was. Well, this doesn't help one bit. Mr. Sprocket, you've concealed information from us time and time again. Who do you think you are, treating this court of laws with such irrelevance? That being said, I do appreciate the testimony you gave just now. Thanks to you, we now know why your name doesn't appear in the entry record. Now there are no more inconsistencies in the witness's testimony.
That's Mr. Edgeworth for you. He never leaves a loose end dangling. You okay, Nick?
I wouldn't exactly call the situation okay. Somehow I'll have to coax the information we need for our opening out of him. If I even can, that is. And what does that mean, Skinny?
I forget.
That means we press.
We press! Press.
So let's press.
Alright.
Hold it.
Boop!
You didn't mention this because you didn't want Mr. Nichijou to fall under suspicion? Is that because he has something to hide? I just didn't want the police to take up his time on all the questions, that's all. Neither the company nor the household would function smoothly without him. I see. Wow, it sounds like Pierce is absolutely indispensable for the Sprockets. Anyway, getting back to your statement, when did you meet with Mr. Nichijou? We met up on the way to the Vista deck. I think Pierce and some of my relatives were on another floor. But Pierce had heard a commotion and came running to my aid. He could hear the pandemonium all the way from another floor?
Mr. Wright, would you like the current statement added to the testimony?
I guess?
I say so because that hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna look at the pamphlet.
Okay.
Okay, so they were in the hall, hear the commotion. Where's he gonna hear it at?
He said he was on another floor, but
like which floor though?
yeah, because it's not. Yeah, because let me take a look at the pamphlet as well. Yeah, there's really nothing there besides elevator, lift, and all that middle section. So I'm not sure what he means by that.
Well, we'll have it there, and I guess we'll press on it.
Okay. Yes, please, Your Honor.
Very well.
Pierce heard a commotion, and he came running.
Press?
Yep.
Hold it.
Did Mr. Nichijou come alone? Oh, that's me. I believe some of his subordinates were with him, but I don't remember exactly how many. He may say there were others, but seeing how they pulled that second reception off, I can't completely trust anything he has to say either. I see. So you, Mr. Nichijou, and a few others headed to the Vista deck. Is that right? That's right. I guess we can press on the others.
Okay.
Peace.
Your name doesn't appear on a hold entry record because you entered Mr. Nichijou using his keycard? That's right. So I guess the hold entry record doesn't matter as much as we thought. But now that someone's saying he was with Pierce and a few others, it's pretty tough to refute that statement. What's the matter, Mr. Wright? Cat got your tongue? Did you finally realize there's no point in continuing this trial any longer? Of course not! Oh, I'll wipe that smug look off your face. Mr. Sprocket, please continue your testimony.
So that wasn't important.
He was badly injured, but he was frantic. Let's press on this.
Hold it.
Speaking of your injury, how are you doing now? The knife wound is deep and continues to throb with pain. Fortunately, my internal organs were spared. But one wrong move would have spelled the end of me there. Well, even so, I've seen you up and about all over the place. I've seen you up and about all over the place since the incident. I'm only following my doctor's orders to perform such daily light exercises.
Mr. Wright, would you like Mr. Sprocket's statement added his condition to his testimony? Not that it appears especially relevant to me.
Should I have him added to the testimony? Them saying that makes me think it's very important.
Yeah, me too, so have it added.
Yes, Your Honor. I'd like to have it added to the testimony.
Oh, I see. Very well.
The knife wound is quite deep and continues to throb with pain.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Okay, never mind. Sorry, I was looking through the evidence. Okay, you want to press on that one?
Yep.
Yep.
Your injury was really that deep? Well, luckily it missed my internal organs. Otherwise, I would have been alive. I wouldn't have been alive right now. According to his doctor, his injury will take about 3 weeks to heal. There's no way someone with that kind of injury could have gone along the outside wall. Ugh. But he might have been able to win with the burst of adrenaline brought on by the pain. Adrenaline. Is that your answer for everything? In a court of law, the only thing that matters is evidence, not rampant speculation. At least admitted scientific rampant speculation. May I continue? Yes, of course. So by the time they reached the scene, it was all over. Miss Press on that as well.
Mm-hmm.
So you still insist that you reached the Vista deck after a murder had occurred? Is that correct? Yes, that's right. Ellen must have killed him. There's no other explanation.
I guess whether Pierce was with Soren or not doesn't change the outcome.
I guess not. In fact, more witnesses actually makes it worse for us. So another cover-up, huh?
That Soren has too many secrets. I bet he's still hiding other things too.
That's definitely a possibility. But in a situation like this, what we have to do is go back to the basics.
You mean go over the testimony and check for any lies or inconsistencies?
You got it.
All right, Nick. Let's go for it. Just like the good old days.
Yep.
Let's see. The truth is, I went to the Vista deck with Pierce. Okay. Do you want me to look at evidence while you look at statements?
Sure.
Okay. Let's see.
So you went to the Vista deck. I guess that may be true according to the card record. He heard the commotion and he came running. That's what's bothering me, because once again, if we look at the pamphlet, it's like where exactly did he hear the commotion?
Mm-hmm. Let me present that. Let me see if that works.
Okay.
Oh, nope, that wasn't it.
Oh, damn. Love is always in the air with a flying chapel, the only wedding venue to make your dreams take flight. Says. So yeah, that's really the only thing that's bothering me. It's like how can he have heard it?
Pierce heard the commotion and he came running. But how? So the Flying Chapel pamphlet's not it.
Let's go through the statements again. So is that? That's why my name doesn't appear on the whole entry record. Assuming that he went in with Pierce. Badly injured, but was frantic. Oh wait. The knife wound is quite deep and continues to throb with pain. See, I'm wondering if that could be the case too. do we have anything to refute that he's not actually in pain?
Candelabra from the hole bearing fingerprints on Gloomsbury's dominant left hand stained with the same blood found on the lift. The lift blood stain was found on the side of the lift. It matches the blood on the candelabra. I don't know. This one's difficult.
Oh.
I was badly injured from being stabbed, but I was frantic. The knife wound is quite deep. It continues to throb in pain.
By the time we reached the scene, it was all over. Wait, so when did he get stabbed?
I'm guessing before the murder.
So, I guess what I'm confused is like, wait, didn't he get stabbed? Wait, yeah, did he not get stabbed in the lift area?
Oh, wait a minute.
Because that's what's bothering me now, because, like, the blood's there. Why did we assume that he was, in the reception hall or somewhere else besides where the lift is?
So, the lift blood stain was the lift and matches it. So, maybe he got stabbed after, or no? Oh, hold on. The knife wound is quite deep. It continues to throb in pain.
Wait. Oh, wait a minute. That's it. Knife wound. It's not a knife.
Oh, we're stupid. Okay.
See, this is what happens when we overthink it. But I mean, it's cool. We're trying to piece it all together. You know, it opens up discussion.
Discussion.
Objection!
Yep,
Right.
that was it. Bastard. Mr. Sprocket, you just said your injury is a knife wound, didn't you? Stomach, I need you to shut up. I'll feed you in a minute. But the weapon you were stabbed with was this candelabra. His name is what? Lumiere. That was his name, right? I was gonna say his name is Jacques, and I'm like, that's just stereotypical French. A fact I know you're quite aware of. He was stabbed by Bloomsbury on the day of the murder. Happened after the first wedding reception. Oh wait, no. So he was stabbed at the reception hall. So wait, how did they? Okay, he attacked and took over. Boom, boom, boom. Stabbed the candelabra. White screen. There you go. Oh.
Objection!
It must have been a simple memory slip that made him misspeak. It happens to everyone. It has nothing to do with this case. You must be pretty desperate to point out something so minute. Ugh.
I have to agree, Mr. Wright. You hardly need to make such a big deal over such a small mistake.
But I contend it's an important inconsistency. Besides, I couldn't find anything else. This is the only thing I have to go after. And I say it's not important. Now, let's not waste any more time on this matter.
No, I agree. Everybody has a little memory lapse every now and then.
Hold it!
But, Your Honor, please let me explain.
But can you? Can you really explain to this court what makes this slip so important?
Yes, I can, Your Honor. After all, it was Sword himself who told Pierce that he had been stabbed by a candelabra. This is more than a simple memory slip. There has to be some kind of reason for it.
Well, Mr. Wright, please explain why the witness slip of the tongue is so important.
The point of focus on here is why the witness would make them the weapon used to stab him. Wait, what? Hold on, I got a burp. That's not coming out though.
Oh boy.
Hold on.
It
won't come out. Watch as I start talking, it's gonna come out.
Right.
The point to focus on here is why the witness would mistake the weapon used to stab him. Think carefully, Phoenix. This could very well change the course of the trial.
I see. So why did the witness make that mistake, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Sprocket identified a wrong weapon used against him because... Next episode?
Yeah!
Next episode, then. So, as usual, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you all next time for Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice.
Awoo!
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 I'll see you guys later.
Bye!
Dying ambulances, that's what we are.